Okay, so today act like you are the National Committee of India. Okay, you are chosen as the members of National Committee of India. According to that only, think in a GD. Okay, a Venn diagram will be there with three statements. Okay, 2 minutes allocation time for thinking, 30 seconds for individual speaking, 14 minutes discussion, 14-minute discussion, 10 minutes जो भी आपको लगे, 2 minutes to summarize the best possible way, and 2 minutes for choosing one person as your representative who can present your thoughts in front of prime minister. Okay, that will be chosen by you only, like we done yesterday. जो अच्छा बोलेगा, जो सब लोग एग्री करते हैं. So three names who think that he or she can be a representative. Please pass. The first chosen three names will be taken. Chirag, Palak. Diksha, you have texted Palak.
I thought we have to take someone else's name. मुझे नहीं
No,
पता
no,
था
no,
कि
no, 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 no.
okay, okay, okay. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
We are taking Diksha, Palak, and Nihar. Sorry, Chirag, Palak, and Niharika. Chirag, Palak, and Niharika are the candidates among which we will choose the representative. Okay. 30 मिनट्स में जो भी पिक्चर को देख के या स्टेटमेंट्स को देख के मन में आए वो बोलना है. ओके, आई विल नॉट से एनीथिंग. किसी को इंस्ट्रक्शंस में दिक्कत, और वी शैल मूव इट. ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो इमेज इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. योर थिंकिंग टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. ओके, निहारिका प्लीज गो अहेड.
All right, so as everything is going online and everything is on digital platform, one side we can see that it's open so many business opportunities by enhancing pan India distribution and reaching out to consumers, even if you are on a small scale. Whereas on the other hand of the social media platforms, we can see how it has created unrealistic expectations of people in the fields of beauty, figures, and even in terms of money, how people are growing, which is tend to
निहारिका प्लीज
leading.
स्टॉप, प्लीज स्टॉप. Saksham, go ahead.
So with the more spread of internet, there has been rise in social media industry. But there is not only bright side to this. Some people are being cyberbullied. This is a negative side. this bullying might pull people into depression, might provoke them to do something which is could be self-harming. Hate speed are being spread online. So crime branches are being spread by governments to in order to resolve these kind of issues.
Okay. Diksha, go ahead.
So today, cyberbullying is at the core to, it's being used as a tool to ruin reputation of competitors by tarnishing someone's image. Companies try to remove obstacles in their own path, and this especially takes place in the politics and in the entertainment industry, where in order to climb up the ladder of success they resort to unfaithful means to remove obstacles in their own way, and cyberbullying
Please
is
stop.
taking.
Please stop. Palak, go ahead.
As we all know, success is oftentimes determined through external factors and influences, be it corporate demands, be it what the media wants. And media channels, news channels often take their stands based on what the interest of their audience is or what the interest of the big corporations is. And this can obviously be a problem. I believe awareness is, of course, a bitter and sweet path. It is a double edged sword. It can expose uncomfortable realities, but at the same time, it is empowering. So it is necessary.
Chirag, go ahead.
So as we can see that from this Venn diagram, social media is an integral part of every individual in these days, but it actually depends upon on the individual. Like it would be a boon or bane, completely on his perspective. Like if we consider the media platforms like LinkedIn, um, they can grow their career, they can have success in their career, while Instagram and Snapchat tools or platforms disturb you and you can be a victim of a cyberbullying.
Priyanshi.
As we all know that success is not like that only achieved. For achieving success, one should aware that he or she should sacrifice on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. And secondly, if they are using all the social media sites, they should be aware of their posting and all because of so much cyber crime going on nowadays.
Sakshi. Sakshi, are you there? Okay. Jyoti.
Cyberbullying nowadays is becoming a bane for everyone. As on Instagrams and Facebooks, there are many thrift stores, businesses that are bullying everyone and are fake stores, which is a problematic situation for everyone. And there is hacking going on as well.
Okay. Please start the discussion.
As
So we are
technology is evolving, we can see how it's a very need of the hour that we create awareness, not in terms of the just the negative aspects that social media platforms are leading to bullying, as mentioned by my colleagues that the other platforms tend to bully others even if they are so small businesses or they are coming from a influencers are creating unrealistic expectations among consumers which or maybe bullying on other hand where they are creating fake businesses and but there's also a brighter aspect to it that social media has also boomed in the industry by providing a good platform so that businesses can prosper even if they are on a small ground. So awareness for good that yes we need to grow as a society, but at the same time we need to be aware of frauds that are happening on digital platforms as well.
I think our world is extremely connected, and even though that itself is not a negative thing, it does get perpetuated with things like misinformation or aggression on online platforms, like cancellation culture. And cyberbullying becomes a byproduct of this very challenge. So, our key question here becomes that while making sure that there's financial gain and that there is success, how do we involve ethical practices into this? How do news channels involve ethical practices? So do corporations, and awareness definitely becomes a key factor when navigating this.
I
also I
believe
feel that
with
on
the
an
rise
individual
in the
level
usage of
there
social
are
media platforms,
there
this is
are
very
positives
detrimental
of
to everybody it is hindering the part of success. Everyone is spending more and more time using the social media platforms. They are being distracted away from their goal, maybe from education, maybe from going out for work. And at the same time, this rise in social media is increasing the amount of cyberbullying, cyber crimes, which again is putting on a negative example, and many old age people are being scammed and bullied.
Social
Also,
media
assessing the
sites.
corporate usage of social media sites like Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube, particularly, they can have positives as well as negatives. But in this modern age of digital, sorry, digitalization of you know of digitalization of ideas of various minds, there needs to be a balance between both. Like if one has excessive use of these social media platforms, it will definitely harm their mind, or it will definitely harm their thinking abilities. But working upon the positives of it on corporate level, you can achieve higher success. You can tap markets which you think the traditional market forces are disabled to achieve or unable.
I believe
And
there's one more
also,
side to this. So, what happens is people often engage in cyberbullying not with the aim to achieve success, but sometimes to create their own identity. They feel that if they come out, they do something wrong to maybe their peers or their competition, it will create an identity for themselves, and in this whole race they try to find supporters. So we've seen what happens is whenever there's a controversy on social media, we never see the whole public to supporting just one side of it. We see there's a big dividation amongst the supporters and those who are against, and I believe that people often use this as a move to create an identity for themselves, to come out and show that they are also capable of something, even if it's something as mean as cyberbullying. So for example, in the entertainment industry this is very common, in politics this is very common, and even if we talk about corporates, what happens is employees and managers are engaged in online harassment to discredit their colleagues, where they sometimes even resort to anonymous mails and internal smear campaigns so as to put down their peers and colleagues, which is
and
a totally wrong side.
social media, I also feel that if it is used, sorry to differ, Diksha, but if social media is used wisely, then it has some benefits also. Like in today's busy world, social media sites is the only platform through which we can stay connected with the people. But of course, we should be aware of many things which are going around. It's just that it keeps us connected with our friends, families, and of course, it has been a means like we can. Connect to anyone at any time by being anywhere. But yeah, it should
I
be
would
used wisely.
Also,
I
being on
would like
individual level,
to
I
add
think
on.
platforms like YouTube, they'll help to take a further career in this individual level, learning various knowledge from various YouTube channels or from various sites. You can create your own channel. You can earn revenue from these sites. So I think as a coming from a middle class, this is a big opportunity in this particular era when influencers make a good amount of money.
I
So it can be
Just
well
to
exploited.
Cyberbullying
add
might
Diksha's
be
points, but
where news channels can actually play a very important role by creating awareness. They tend to side with the majority, or maybe with the side in which it's their benefit, rather than looking at from a perspective that they need to be true and need to do justice to the society. They tend to side with the gossip side, or which is giving them more coverage or more traffic, or maybe let's say in an entertainment industry, or politics, if there's a side which is doing really which is actually promoting cyberbullying indirectly, they would side with them if they are on the news or headlines regarding some positive aspects, or if
I
they are getting
acknowledge you,
paid about.
Niharika, but don't you think that cyberbullying might give short-term success, but often it leads to long-term crises also, such as legal actions? There's loss of credibility, and in today's world where you're building your success on hard work and strategy, and you look out for more sustainable and genuine leadership, don't you think that it is you have to consider these consequences in the long run?
I
Yeah,
think
that's
Diksha
why
is
I'm
right
against
here
cyberbullying.
as
That's what I'm saying, that news channels can play an important role, but they play a two-faced role by sometimes siding with them or sometimes going against whatever is being the hot topic.
I would like to differ with Divya's viewpoint, as
Uh,
news channels need to be like, they need to have two different bases. Like they need to have two viewpoints of one particular side. Being with the one particular side can provide you less information and can leads to false claims. So having both the points, having both the sides, they need to consider all these stakeholders
There
I
is
think
one
in
we
more
all
social
important
agree
point
that
media
which we
news
sites
all are
channels
is
missing.
and
already
The biggest buller is not an individual, it is not a person, but I believe it is the website only. The reason being, they are built in a way to be highly addictive. As we can see in recent times, short form content has gained massive popularity. So they have depleted the attention span of an individual, and they are actually being detrimental for an individual's success. So I believe the biggest cyber bullier are the website itself.
And I believe that many social media sites are the demand of corporates, because if someone wants to promote their small business, so they are like, we can also see in today's time that they promote it through the Instagram by making reels or by digital marketing. So yes, social media has its own uses, but it is, we should, on person should aware also on the same side that how to use it properly. But yeah, it is creating a demand in today's world, like everyone is getting relied on social media and digital platforms to promote their products.
Priyanshi, I think we all agree that social media definitely has its advantages, and so do news channels. And they help us stay connected, they help us stay up to date, they also create employment opportunities. But that is exactly the reason why they become such big breeding grounds for the negative aspects. So, factors like globalization or technological advancements, these need regulatory protections. We need to make sure that this rapid expansion of corporates is at the same time being monitored, and it's not just being misused to create misinformation or even cyberbullying. We cannot just let go of these ethical responsibilities. We all understand the positive aspects. We need to know how do we prioritize the well-being of everyone, make sure it's sustainable over simply gaining profits.
To conclude what Palak said, I'd like to add to this that how we can overcome this issue while social media is equally important so that we stay updated and we communicate. I believe that it is very important to be an upstander rather than a bystander. If we witness issues, if we come across instant bullying, it is very important that we speak up, we report it, and we support the victim. Also, it is very important to create a comfortable and a positive environment around yourself. We promote kindness and promote healthy content online so that these instances are reduced.
Adding
Also,
to
I
the
think adding to
conclusion what
Diksha's
Diksha
viewpoint,
just said, I believe
the
uh,
stake the regulation authorities, they need to set more limit. They need to set more restrictions over these cyber bullying, basically, for promoting growth, for promoting growth of business, for promoting influencers, from promoting
adding to this conclusion, I believe that education system should inculcate values within a student, within a child, that they should not be part of a bullying. So this is going to help in a longer
early,
run, I believe.
and that would drive to a economic success path for economy also.
Adding to everyone's conclusion, as Diksha has said, that unethical practices leads to short-term success only. So we should definitely choose over ethical. We should go to ethical practices rather than going for short-term success. And Priyanshi has also said, and Saksham has also said about the connectivity that these websites provides. There is some positives about it, and there is negative about it. And negative is much more greater than positive here.
I would like to differ with Jyoti's viewpoint about being negative. I mean, they I mean, they undermine these success, basically the positives. As I think negativity feeds much faster than positivity. I think it is very perspective thinking that cyberbullying or these negative aspect of social media, they prosper in these uh, they prosper and they get more views easily. But I think what I feel that social media is a positive side. They also prosper and they also provide more career boost to everyone who wants to come in this industry.
But through unethical practices, this is only for a short time happiness for you. That's what I was saying. It is that Diksha has said earlier. Ki it is a short-term success for a person. It will be in long-term credibility. It will reduce your long-term credibility again.
So, having identified the problem statement, I think we can all agree that monetization of these corporations and news channels is very important. Having regulations in place is very, making sure ethical responsibility and leadership is followed, whether that is inculcated education or awareness can be something. And adopting sustainable practices, making sure corporations, news channels, social media platforms know about these ethical practices and sustainable practices, and they can actually be incorporated into regular day-to-day challenges that we face. I think that will solve the problem. Yeah.
So now everyone has like summarized their points. Now I think we should go to the decision that who should be the representative. So according to me, from three candidates, I feel that from my side, Palak should be there. Rest all can give their votings.
I also same as Palak. She represent all our viewpoints in one cumulative sentence. As I would like to vote for Palak also.
Thank you, Chirag, for voting for me, even though you're a fellow candidate. I really appreciate that.
No one else, no views?
I guess I would go with Palak too.
I would also go ahead with Palak and choose her as our representative as we conclude this discussion.
Oh,
Even I would go with Palak.
okay. Congratulations, Palak.
Thank you so much, Pranav.
Okay. So कैसा था according to you discussion?
There were lots of things to connect. Like these are so many different aspects. Like cyberbullying is different, news channels, social media,
I
corporate.
think the discussion focused on only one aspect, cyberbullying. W- We sort of forgot how social media can actually, मतलब वो discussion ही नहीं हुआ कि how social
I
media is
think like it
actually
was more in discussion or was more inclined towards negative aspect of social media.
right. हाँ.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
बोलना चाहिए था ना फिर ये बीच में कि
हाँ डाला
ये
मैंने 2 बार I try but
मुझे
I spoke positive about social media.
वही मुझे सिर्फ मोस्टली प्रियांशी के पॉइंट्स दिखे पॉजिटिव्स में मतलब व्हाई दिस वेन डायग्राम शोज कि कंपनीज को ग्रोथ की नीड होती है सोशल मीडिया में मतलब सोशल मीडिया की जरूरत है तभी तो आप पोस्टिंग कर रहे हो अपनी एंगेजमेंट्स बढ़ा रहे हो
Actually, there was a misinterpretation कि हम सब लोग क्या कर रहे थे साइबर बुलिंग यूज कर रहे हैं टू क्लाइंब अप द लैडर बट इट इज एक्चुअली यूजिंग सोशल मीडिया टू क्लाइंब अप द लैडर
राइट करेक्ट ठीक है चलो डिस्कशन एक उस पे था वो ठीक है इंडिविजुअली बात करें निहारिका स्टार्टेड अगर मैं 30 सेकंड में बोलूँ ना पहले तो 30 सेकंड में दीक्षा एक्सीडेड टाइम निहारिका एक्सीडेड टाइम ओके प्रियांशी 21 seconds पलक सक्षम एंड चिराग परफेक्ट टाइमिंग्स परफेक्ट बिटवीन 25 to 30 किसी का 27 है किसी का 29 किसी का 28 परफेक्ट टाइमिंग्स ओके ज्योति 18 seconds लेस देन 20
Hmm.
ओके which
तो इसमें
was
सिर्फ टाइमिंग्स मैटर करता है कंटेंट का भी इक्वल वेटेज
कंटेंट मैटर करता है पर कंटेंट तो अपन सभी बोल रहे हैं थोड़ा सा जो अगर एक्सीड कर रहा होगा ना टाइमिंग तो उसका इतना ज्यादा मैटर जो कंटेंट भी बोल जाओ टाइमिंग्स में भी बोल जाए दैट इज वेरी गुड राइट ठीक है इंडिविजुअली निहारिका इंट्रो दिया इंट्रो सही था यू सेड अबाउट एंटरटेनमेंट पॉलिटिक्स फाइट टू फेस रोल ऑफ न्यूज चैनल्स पार्टिसिपेटेड 3 to 4 times सही था ठीक है पर अपन ने कल भी ट्राई करा लीडरशिप क्वालिटी का आज भी ट्राई करा कि रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बने एनी थॉट्स कि अपन क्यों नहीं बन रहे फ्रॉम योर साइड कुछ लग रहा हो निहारिका
यस सर, मैं सोच रही थी।
कुछ?
अ, कल का तो था, आज का तो मेरे को भी लगा था कि पलक ने ज्यादा अच्छे से आर्टिकुलेट करी थी ये सारे पॉइंट्स को। और लाइक वो मतलब ज्यादा बेटर उसने समराइज भी किया था, तो मुझे लगता है वो कहीं ना कहीं लैक हुआ था कि आज के पर्सपेक्टिव में, कल के पर्सपेक्टिव
ओनली
में।
ओके, ओनली समराइजेशन और एनीथिंग एल्स टुडे?
अ, मतलब समराइजेशन इन द सेंस कि वो सारे पॉइंट्स को आई गेस अच्छे से आर्टिकुलेट कर पाए।
पता है क्या डिफरेंस रहा? पलक ने दोनों साइड्स बोली, मतलब शी सेड अबाउट एथिकल साइड ऑल्सो, शी ऑल्सो सेड अबाउट दैट साइबर बुलिंग। दोनों साइड बराबर बोली और समराइजेशन तो था ही है। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट सक्षम। सक्षम सेड गुड। ओल्ड एज पीपल का एग्जाम्पल मुझे अच्छा लगा, बिकॉज एग्जाम्पल्स कौन जल्दी से टारगेट होता है, जो कि अनअवेयर है, क्या क्या जो,
सॉरी,
या निहारिका?
सॉरी आपको कट कर रही हूँ, मेरे को कल के लिए भी आप थोड़ा फीडबैक दे दो, कल को आपको क्या लगा, क्या लगता।
कल का देते हैं, एक बार ये फिनिश कर ले।
ओके हाँ।
ठीक है। सक्षम, मतलब एग्जाम्पल्स क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? कौन साइबर बुलिंग में ज्यादा टारगेट होता है? ओल्ड एज हो गया, या जो इलिटरेट पीपल है, या जो विलेज पीपल है? जनरली यही टारगेट होता है ना, या टीनेजर्स? सो यस, गुड एग्जाम्पल। एडिंग टू कंक्लूजन। सी, इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज गुड कि हमेशा अपन कंक्लूजन में ऐड करें। ज्यादा से ज्यादा, अगर बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब कंक्लूजन लगा है ना, तो कोई एक जना ऐड कर दो कंक्लूजन में। वरना कंक्लूजन के बाद तीन चार जनों का बोलना कभी अच्छा नहीं होता। नेवर। यू विल नॉट गेट पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स इफ यू से आफ्टर कंक्लूडिंग। फर्स्ट Diksha concluded, after Diksha Jyoti entered, then Chirag, then Saksham, then Palak too. इतने सारे जनों ने कंक्लूजन दिया। सो
बट
इफ
जैसे 2 मिनट के लिए करना है तो जैसे दीक्षा का थोड़ा सा छोटा रह गया, 2 मिनट से कम रह गया, 1 मिनट अराउंड, तो इस वजह
तो
से मैंने ऐड
इट्स
किया
गुड।
था सबके
अब
पॉइंट्स।
एक जना मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, अगर एक जने को कुछ ऐड करना हो आफ्टर दीक्षा, ओनली वन पर्सन इज सफिशिएंट। अगर आप बहुत सभी ऐड कर रहे हो, सो इट्स नॉट अ ब्राउनी पॉइंट। नो। ठीक है। दीक्षा, दीक्षा सब पॉइंट्स अच्छे थे। फर्स्ट थिंग, स्टार्टिंग वाली टाइम एक्सीड कर गया। सेकंड थिंग,
हम्म
आई डोंट लाइक द कंक्लूजन, बिकॉज कंक्लूजन में यू सेड अबाउट आई बिलीव। इट्स नॉट अबाउट यू बिलीव, इट्स अबाउट हाउ ग्रुप बिलीव्स इन कंक्लूजन।
ओके
राइट? सो पॉइंट्स आर गुड, पर कंक्लूजन नो। कंक्लूजन हमेशा ग्रुप के लेके चलते हैं ना फिर।
राइट
ठीक है। पलक। आ, पलक वही सेम दिक्कत जो कल थी, अपन बीच
Hmm.
में गायब हो जाते हैं।
Hmm.
बहुत ज्यादा ड्यूरेशन के लिए बीच में गायब हो जाते हैं। वो थोड़ा सा और, मतलब स्टार्टिंग वाज गुड, 30 सेकेंड्स गुड।
Hmm.
पहले एंट्री भी कर ली अपन ने जल्दी, फिर बीच में 5 मिनट्स गैप।
Right.
अगर ये गैप भी कवर हो जाए ना, वी विल एक्सेल मोर।
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
ओके। चिराग। चिराग, स्टार्टिंग का 30 सेकेंड अच्छा था, पर बहुत ज्यादा अटक रहे थे आज अपन, जैसे डिजिटलाइजेशन वाले पॉइंट्स बोले, यू गॉट स्टक, यू डोंट नो और फॉरगॉट और व्हाट हैपेंड।
डिजिटलाइजेशन वाले वर्ड में अटक गया मैं थोड़ा सा। तो उसके बाद
ओके।
फिर फ्लो ही टूट गया पूरा।
उसके बाद डिफर करा सक्षम को अच्छा, सक्षम और चिराग में दो बार लड़ाई भी हुई है यहाँ पे, जब दोनों ने एक साथ बोलना चालू करा है। तो कौन बोले? एंड अब इसमें क्या करे, चिराग को बोलने का मौका नहीं मिला, तो दोनों बार सक्षम ने बोल दिया था। सो चिराग, व्हाट कैन यू डू?
सो फिर मैंने थर्ड बार ट्राई किया एंड आई सक्सीड।
हाँ। थर्ड बार में क्या हम सक्सीड हो गए थे, पर पहले दो बार में तो रह गए।
हाँ वही थोड़ा सा, और ऊपर ऊंची आवाज लगानी चाहिए थी मेरे को।
अच्छा, और इस केस में सक्षम को क्या करना चाहिए था? सक्षम सही था जो उसने बोला?
पता
सक्षम।
नहीं सर, पैनलिस्ट को सही लगना चाहिए बस।
ठीक है। ओके।
डोंट यू थिंक कि जब वैसे क्लैश हो रहा हो तो सामने वाले को अपनी आवाज बढ़ाकर नहीं बोलना चाहिए, मतलब अपनी डिसेंसी छोड़कर नहीं बोलना चाहिए? मतलब
खाली
ऐसा बहुत बार हो रहा था कि
अ,
कोई भी चाह रहा था या मैं भी चाह रही थी, लेकिन सामने वाला अपनी आवाज इतनी तेज कर रहा था, डोमिनेटिंग हो रहा था। दैट इज रॉन्ग, आई गेस।
अगर मैं सक्षम और चिराग के केस में बात करूँ तो सक्षम की
हाँ
आवाज तेज नहीं हुई थी। दैट
हाँ,
वाज
सक्षम की नहीं हुई, सक्षम की नहीं हुई, आई वोंट से सक्षम की हुई, बट मेरे केस में तो हो रही थी।
ओके।
डोमिनेटिंग हो रहा था सामने वाला पर्सन।
सी अगर चिराग पहले बोल चुका था और तुम दोनों ने गलत नहीं गिरा, पर सक्षम अगर ऐसा केस हो कि कोई ऐसा जना बोल रहा हो जिसने एक भी बार नहीं बोला और अपन दो तीन बार बोल चुके, सो यू कैन सिंपली से दैट प्लीज गो हेड, आई विल से आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू। सो इससे क्या हुआ, अपन ने उसको भी बोलने का मौका दे दिया और उसके बाद अपनी जगह बुक भी कर ली कि इसके बाद तो भाई मैं ही बोलूंगा, कोई नहीं आएगा,
मतलब
बिकॉज
ये
मैंने बोल दिया है। आई
स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन भी करना पड़ेगा क्या कि आई हैव ऑलरेडी सेड सो यू कैन गो
नो
अहेड?
नो नो, आई हैव ऑलरेडी सेड ये नहीं, प्लीज गो अहेड, आई विल से आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू। ओके।
यस सर।
ओके। डन। चिराग, प्रियांशी, प्रियांशी अच्छा बोला, पर थोड़ा एक्साइटमेंट से और थोड़े ज्यादा पॉइंट्स होने चाहिए थे। यू सेड अबाउट पॉजिटिव्स मोस्टली, यू डिफर्ड
Yes, sir.
दीक्षा, सोशल मीडिया इज अ वाइज यूज टू गेट अवेयर। अच्छा बोला। अब पता है पलक की एक लाइन थी वो भी बहुत अच्छी थी, विच कैन बी यूज इन पॉजिटिव, दैट अवेयरनेस इज अ डबल एज स्वॉर्ड। दोनों जगह
Hmm.
यूज करी जा सकती है। ठीक है।
Yes,
दीज
sir.
काइंड ऑफ जार्गन्स मेक योर स्पीच मोर अट्रैक्टिव।
Yes, sir.
ओके। ज्योति, ज्योति आज तो बोला ही नहीं, बोला ही नहीं। व्हाट
हाँ,
हैपेंड, व्हाट हैपेंड?
वही कल वाली सेम चीज हुई, 2 3 बार ट्राई किया, फिर जैसे अभिषेक सर ने बोला था कि एंड में कंक्लूड करना सबके पॉइंट्स रखते हुए। तो दीक्षा के बाद मैंने सबका नाम लेते हुए कंक्लूड किया था, कि 2 3 बार आई ट्राइड, बट सामने वाला की डोमिनेटिंग आवाज, मतलब तेज चिल्ला के बोल रहा था सामने वाला, तो मैं रुक गई। मतलब जो मेरे बेस पे हुआ था, कल वाली सेम चीज हुई, तो अभिषेक सर ने जैसे बोला था कंक्लूजन वाली चीज, वो आई ट्राइड।
ठीक, कंक्लूजन अच्छा था, पर अपन शुरू में कुछ भी
हम्म।
ना बोले और सिर्फ कंक्लूड कर दे, वो भी तो सही चीज नहीं है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
कम से कम एक दो बार तो बोले।
हम्म
अपन ने आज के जीडी में तो कुछ भी नहीं बोला, स्टार्टिंग में सिर्फ कंक्लूजन दिया है। कंक्लूजन नो डाउट अच्छा था, पर ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए।
हम्म।
ठीक है। किसी को कुछ पूछना है?